Welcome. For this exercise, I will take you on a guided imagery meditation along a beach. To begin, first find a comfortable position. I'll give you a few moments to make yourself comfortable. Okay, hopefully you have found a comfortable position. Before moving along, I'd also like you to take a moment to check in with yourself. You can check in with yourself about your thoughts, your feelings, and any physical sensations in your body. After completing this exercise, we will check in with ourselves again to help determine if this exercise was helpful. Please check in with yourself now. Excellent. Now, I also like to begin all meditations with some deep breathing. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. For deep breathing, you want to inhale through your nose, hold for a count of 3, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. While deep breathing, you can place a hand on your stomach so that you feel your belly rise and fall. When deep breathing, make sure to keep your breath slow and steady. Let's practice together. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3. Exhale through your mouth and feel your stomach deflate. Good job. Okay, again. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Wonderful. Nice and slow. Remember, the inhale should be through your nose and the exhale through your mouth. Let's do one last one together. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Now exhale, nice and slow. Wonderful job. Okay, continue to breathe now at a slow and steady pace, taking deep breaths, but you do not need to hold for that count of 3. Now that we've found a comfortable position and gotten ourselves taking some nice, slow breaths, we're going to start focusing on our beach. You can close your eyes or continue to keep them open. It's completely up to you. I want you to start by thinking about the feeling of sand underneath your feet. The sand here is warm, but not too warm, nice and comfortable. As you walk along the beach, you can feel the grains of sand individually underneath your feet, warping and shifting as you put your foot down, and then the sand falling over the top of your foot as you bring it back up again. When you put your foot down, it compresses that sand underneath, and when you pick it back up, it slowly runs over the top of your feet. Spend a few moments now just walking in that sand, feeling it shift, feeling how warm it is. Okay, now I want you to bring your attention away from the sand and up towards the shore. Here you can see the water lapping against the beach in slow, lazy waves. The water is a beautiful blue. I want you to focus on the sound of those waves as they gently crash upon the shore, slow and steady. In the distance, you can also hear the cries of seagulls as they fly above the water. Excellent. You're doing a wonderful job. Let's bring our attention now to those seagulls and the sky above the waves. The seagulls you heard are little white indented lines hovering and moving across the big blue ocean. When you look out past the waves, you can see a couple sailboats and buoys slowly bobbing up and down on the water. The sky is clear, with only a few clouds in the sky, and the sun is setting so that those golden, red, and orange colors are slipping over the horizon line. I want you to focus on the scene for just a few moments, taking in all those sensory details. Okay, moving along now, let's move our attention to the air in our environment. The air here is comfortably warm and not too hot, because it is the end of the day. There's a cool breeze that you can feel on your arms. That breeze carries the scent of salt from the ocean, and if you open your mouth, you can almost taste that salt. The air here feels healthy and cleansing as it circulates in your lungs. Let's take a few moments to appreciate that salty, healthy air. Wonderful. Now that we've created our beach scene and fleshed it out with some sensory details, let's try moving around in our new environment. I want you to walk down to the shore, across that grainy sand, and dip your toes into the water as it laps slowly and rhythmically against the shore. This close, you can see the foam of the waves. The water is nice and cool against your feet. When the tide goes out, it leaves behind the damp sand between your feet, tightly and densely packed, and when you walk across that wet sand, your footprints are left behind. The tide continues to tickle your ankles, moving in and out of the ocean, erasing your footsteps as you walk across just the edge of that shoreline. We're coming towards the end of this meditation, and you're doing a great job. You can continue to walk near the water, with the waves lapping at your ankles, or you can head deeper into the water, feeling your body fully immersed in the water. If you want, you can return to further up the beach. Wherever you are, I want you to consider the sensory details, what you can see, what you can smell, what you can feel, what you can hear as well. We're going to take a longer break now so that you can fully enjoy the scene that you've created. Okay, I want you to first start to slowly bring your awareness back. Okay, let's take a few moments to check in with your thoughts, your feelings, any physical sensations. I want you to focus especially on whether there are any differences in the before and after of this meditation. Okay, you may have noticed a difference, or you may not have noticed a difference. If there is a difference, it could be positive or negative, or even neutral. Right now, you do not need to do anything with that information, but just non-judgmentally take it in so that you can make decisions later about what kinds of meditations may or may not be helpful to you. In this exercise, I took on a fairly directive tone. I added some auditory sounds, all to describe the details of the scene. Meditation that relies on imagery does not need to be guided. When engaging in your own relaxing mental imagery, you can ask yourself questions about the senses. What does it look like? What are the sounds that you hear? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What can you taste if you can taste anything? if you're not able to engage in all of these senses, that's okay, and you can just use the senses with which you are familiar. The main point is that you can use all of this on your own to create your own types of meditations, or you can engage, if you prefer, with other guided meditations that have been crafted for you. It's all up to you. Thank you for joining me in this exercise, and I hope you have a wonderful day.